Hello all, this is Zimnala coming at you with another adventure in Demise, Rise of the Kutan. We're going to be continuing our multiplayer adventures here as we level up our way through the early spellcasting times, you know? We're heading into some Warlock. I did go ahead and set up some macros, finally, now that we're into spellcasting territory. And you know, we're just gonna get on in there and see what kind of damage we can do. So, without further ado, off we go. But yeah, each of these 3 spellcasting guilds are gonna give us something. So, all 3 of them will be useful. I do like that we've already gotten several new spells though. We don't have all of them, of course, of the ones we can even reach. Like, we haven't found a Tree Ties of Draining yet, and I think 3 guilds can learn it? Maybe 4. So there's definitely more out there. There we go. Level gained. We got the level 7 quest. You want me to do a centipede? Maybe? Yep. I think that's what I remembered, so yes. Centipede time it is. Oh, nice. It's kind of interesting that in a bit of a role reversal, we have basically more intelligence than wisdom. So, there is that. Alright, we were gonna cast. I'm still finding it weird that the green slimes aren't spitting, so maybe he, like, stealth changed it in the most recent patch. Or maybe it's broken. Because I've been paying attention. They haven't been spitting on me for a while. It's not just they have a less chance of it, they just haven't been. There we go, nice and pinned again. Oh, right, they want us to kill a centipede. Yeah, we can do that. They're not hard to find. I guess I did go a little too far away to find one. Well, it should be in one of these rooms. There we go. Oh, nice, some more agility. Now, I believe that the goal we're aiming for with Warlock is 10 before we can put the stuff on, so we're actually almost there already. Oh, it did spit on me. Ah, so it's not impossible, it's just much rarer in multiplayer, maybe? I'm gonna have to really keep an idea of how many times we actually get spit on. Because maybe this is a change with how, like, that mechanic works in multiplayer period, on top of the one that's reducing how many enemies we're facing. There we go, nice and pinned. Okie dokie. Alright, so I'm gonna probably switch back to Ninja. Oh, you know what I remember? We're gonna need Explorer to get Amphibious Breath. Good thing I remembered. Ah. We're gonna want that eventually. So that's gonna follow similar rules. Come. Might as well get it while we're already set up for it. Yeah, I don't need to take it all the way as far as we're going to want to take it, but I will at least bring it up to a certain usage level so we don't have to start from the very beginning later. Like, the level I'm gonna leave a lot of these at is like that 24-ish mark, whichever one that particular point is. Like, Sorcerer is like 28. And so will Magi B will be the first one at 24. See, we can't see down there, whereas if we go down there, then we can see it. So that's the one thing in multiplayer is you never get multi-room generation, which is what that would be. You can't see what's going to be in rooms ahead of you, even in multi-room areas. You can also turn that off for single player. I think it probably saves a lot on resources. There we go, level 8 quest. Iron dagger. We've definitely gotten iron daggers before, so I'll pull that out of the store when we need it. There we go. Totally pinned. Alright. Now we can switch back to, I guess, Ninja first. Ninja at least has more benefit with most of the fighting we're doing. We're very close to full clearing this. Which would actually be like a first for us so far. We've never full cleared a floor before it respawned. Yep, they spit again. That's only the second time they've spit on us in like 10 to 15 rounds of combat with at least one of them. Alright, we can't hit you that way, so we'll do this. This wasn't fully ready to do that when I walked in the room. Well, that hurt. Whatever inability to spit that the spitters have, it's not affecting spell casting the same way, that's for darn sure. Yeah, walking between rooms isn't quite as smooth because sometimes the server takes like a half second to lag. Usually it's good, even though I'm connecting to myself. Maybe now and then you'll see a message like, please wait for the server. That's just it. So it could be a very minor hitch between rooms. But all in all, it's pretty minor. I mean, if we're leveling up Magi, we're gonna need that one too. So I'll bring it home. Oh, there it is. Yeah, since we're fighting on this floor, it doesn't really matter that we lose our magic stuff. We don't really need it, they were conveniences. We're gonna be pinned soon anyway. Now we actually got a decent amount of nonsense. No, you didn't identify these? Of course we didn't. Why would we do that? Ah, you know what? We actually have not been utilizing our new equipment. There we go. It's not major, but it is something. Oh, we can swap to the next one in 3 levels. Okay, good, it respawned. I was afraid I'd have to go a little further afield down here. Oh, there it is. So big they couldn't follow us down the hallway, huh? We had to go back to get them. So giant. Look at this great illusion. How can we tell that there's no dungeon further? They sure fooled us. Gloves could be something interesting. Nope, they sure weren't. But we did get gauntlets. I see those. That'll help our actual harder warrior guilds eventually. Like, Explorer will be able to benefit from it. Actually. It kind of looks like at the end of our Warlock leveling, we're gonna be at about, I want to say 310 experience. I mean, HP. So, we won't be doing too badly. There we go, easy pen. Oh nice, we got a nice insight potion. I see that there. So I am definitely thinking that 30 is the first extra swing. Oh nice, Suede. That might be the first of those we've seen too. Nope, we saw one more. So that's the one that you get at the 26 mark. The difference between this and the other one is it's a more even spread between attack and defense, whereas this one is all attack. So whether you want attack and defense really depends on you. Like, I think the actual attack is better because it makes it more likely to kill them before they're a problem. What do you mean? I thought I identified it. Dang it. It's okay. I just thought I had done it. So we are actually almost maxed out on most of our stats now. Like, I think 220 is the most max normal spells, so we're probably missing 1 intelligence and 2 wisdom. And maybe like 1 or 2 points of dex. Charisma we're a little bit below max, but you know, that's also the least important of the ones to focus on. Yeah, I had a feeling they were not going to survive that adventure. Oh, nice. We got another spell book. There's a few it could be. We'll look at it when we get to town. Oh, good. We're pinned. I accidentally pushed a little bit of P when I did that, so we kind of dropped him. That's okay. It just means we're not going to pay to revive them. Of course, so technically it saves us money. I think that's Withering. I think the only other guild that could learn that one is actually Villain, which we can't join. Nope, Hidden Places. Okay, this one can go to Magi and Explore. Okay. I was trying to guess from the cover. They're all kind of variations on a theme. Okay, let's go ahead and... we have to switch to another one anyway. Let's give it to Explorer. Oh, why not? Now, the one I do want to level next is probably Sorcerer. That's the one that lowers most of our resistance spells, so that's most of what our cost is going towards. Yep, we're back into a spellcasting guild, which means the XP we need is going up and up. Well, what can we do? Except keep going on in for more adventure. Did you see how they were just sauntering? That's ridiculous. Alright, well at least we got one level already, so it's not going to be too hard. It's just a little longer than we were getting used to with Ninja. We're probably getting close to the point where we could consider going down and playing with the dwarves, but I think it is going to be something that'll eat up our spells a little bit. I mean, not spells, but healing items. I think we're just a little shy on strength. Thing is, if we go down there, we're also gonna need to get a different dagger. It technically has lower stats, but it can actually hit all the monsters. I was kind of hoping to get a steel dagger. But left dagger will certainly work. Oh good, an intelligence potion. Actually, these iron gauntlets are something we could also use as an explorer, so That's cool. Let's move that to good, because that's actually an improvement. Because it has a strength modifier on it. And like with Ninja, 17 is the goal for the next usage level, which will give us those better boots and the better armlet, which will actually help us out with more stats. Another strength, another dex, as well as a bunch more AD. I mean, something we could consider is going on a trial run of floor 5, which will not be safe. Do not get that twisted. But we could potentially do it. Let's see how it goes. The biggest thing is that Nastrums are pretty dangerous. I think it's pretty likely they'll want to attack us because we're good, too. Last time we were safe because we were evil. I think the opposite is true now that we're playing a good character. That was actually a pretty dangerous group. I don't think we could have killed those spellcasters before they did a bunch of damage to us. Now that's what I expected these guys to be like. So maybe we just got lucky before and it was like a false positive kind of scenario where they just weren't doing what we expected. Well, they're not attacking us. I'll take it. Yeah, this is a smaller group than we're used to, so yeah, this might not be so difficult to fight in. It also won't be nearly as much experience to fight in. That means we also have the potential to get the Dwarven Lord that's all by himself, so it could be really easy. Don't know how I'd feel about that. Or it could be a full group, like this was a full group of dwarves, but like we've seen the Slave driver all by himself. I think it rolls a dice to see how many of the full groups that it decides to input into the battle. The average being, of course, half of them. This'll pin us. Yeah, the dwarves themselves weren't that rough. Now, if we get lucky, the Dwarven Lord can actually drop us an item that will really help us. He can drop Pure Mythenite, which is an element. Not element. Is it element? Well, either way, it's a stone that you can wear. I think it's stone, actually. That's the class of item, but it gives you 90% magic resist. And that will protect you from most magic casters for the first 9 floors, and then some of the really nasty spells, some of the ones do for the whole dungeon long. Ah, nice. You can get one of these again. That is one of the stats we have maxed much of all. I think we still have like another 7 we could eat. Okay, a new quest. What do you want us to do? I'm sure those are in the... I think we've already gotten some of those. We might also just get it out there, like it is a pretty common scroll. Alright, let's head on out. Yeah, see, now that we're actually saving even more of our spells, because we were only having like 76 before after our steps, so we can even consider adding in new things into the rotation or whatnot. Like, some things we could consider are how expensive flight is. We actually can't even cast it yet, so that's how you tell that we're not far enough in. So magical flight is coming up. I guess we could add protection in. That'll reduce our damage a little bit. Now that we're not using these for that. And I will add it into the macro in the future. We're just not quite there yet. Okay, well. Well, this will be a shortcut to where we were at. Technically, if we end up in trouble, we now have a shortcut back with our Crystals of Mysticism. given us a lot of pretty good EXP groups, so that's something. Oh, it did respawn behind us. I see it now. Well, we could actually just clear our way back. Alright, we can't kill them that way. Because they're immune to our weapons. We didn't actually buy it. I realized that we could actually kill them with magic. Yeah, we haven't had an aggressed Nastrum. I'm also wondering if they changed the flag on Nastrums and Sport. Nope, there's one. So no, that's the answer is no. They can be be aggressive. I was wondering if there was like a flag that was changed to actually make them less aggressive. Nope. Looks like they just usually don't. Even when you have the opposite alignment. Because when we were actually evil in our previous playthrough, we never had an aggressive one. That's what made me suspicious. Even like on all the types like them, until we reached the end game. Those final ones were very aggressive. In fact, we never had a peaceful one. Yeah, we're gonna be pinned for a little bit of this journey. It's okay. Something will fight us and we'll have to deal with it. There we go. Nope, we don't happen to be carrying one, but we can buy them. Oh, a tome of learning. That'll actually come in handy. Oh, we found a cutlass, but just to let you know, it also cuts lads. So. There is that. Alright, so there's that. What do we think? Is it time to go up to the next level? I mean, we're fighting on 5, we kinda don't have a great choice. But there's our intelligence max. So we have every stat maxed but 2 of them. Alrighty. Well, thank you all for watching. I'm probably gonna call it here for a little bit. I hope you all take care. Bye bye now.